What is the deal with them not being able to capture humanoid looking reptile properly? Because this happened twice. One in like the original one, with he just looks like probably a chameleon from like a science video you'd see in like elementary school from like the 90s.
No, he looks like Gex. That's what he looks like.
Gex
from the N64 game.
I
Gex.
know what you mean.
Gex. Yo, look at this man. Look at this absolute unit.
This is a Valiant Star podcast. Enjoy.
What's good, beautiful nerds and nerdettes, and welcome back to another episode of the Nerds Be Like podcast, episode 95. And as always, it is me, Patty, with me, pretty much everyone. We got Dan, Eric, Lenny, Antones, and as always, our homie Craig. Shout out Craig, your real one.
Yo.
You say as always, but we've never said as always, Craig.
But he's always there.
He's always there. We just never said it.
Yeah, but that's besides the point. He's always here in spirit, and we just letting the people know that every once in a while, because we don't have to say that he's here.
All right. Anyways, so today we are talking about. Honestly, it's kind of a tragedy. We'll be talking about the Mortal Kombat movies.
Everything's a tragedy to Patty, unless it's horror movies.
Everything is, yeah, pretty much. Well, when it's these two, both of them, honestly. Both of them.
Jeez.
Yeah, but specifically, we're talking about the 1995 one and the one that just came out this year.
Mortal Kombat.
Before we begin, if you're on YouTube, do I even need to say it? Everyone says it on YouTube. Like the video. Hit the subscribe button. Literally assassinate the bell.
Assassinate the
notifications on.
That's a new
that's
one.
It. And when you're done with that, so you got to do those three first. This is the fourth step, is you join the Discord. That's it. Let's get this news.
All right.
You said it like, let's get this bread. All right.
So we'll say it right now. There was not much news this week, and because of that, everything is in lightning round. So we get to go through this fairly quickly.
Amen.
So let's start with the most important thing in lightning round. Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl got their release dates for November 19th, 2021. And Pokemon Legends Arceus will launch January 28th, 2022.
Even more importantly, you can pre-order them now.
That is true. There's a double pack for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. And yeah, Legends Arceus is just there.
How much is the doubles pack?
It's probably the price of both of
I
them.
thought they said the Bibbles pack.
It's probably 120 still.
That's fucking cringe.
That's besides the point.
I'm taking
It's
your
just
word for
easier. Pog, I'm happy. We already know how I feel about Pokemon, and especially Gen 4. All right. And next, we have some Dragon Quest news. We got the announcement of Dragon Quest 12, the next Dragon Quest in the Dragon Quest series, which is going to be called Flames of Fate, which is... It's so fucking basic. I hate the name, but it's fine. But more importantly, we got the announcement of a remake of Dragon Quest 3, debatably the best Dragon Quest, in a similar art style to Octopath Travelers. So for those of us in here who have not seen Octopath Travelers, it's a mediocre game to people who don't like JRPGs that's really pretty.
I just can't wait for God of War Flames of Fate to come out. It's so fire.
God of War, not Ragnarok.
Flames of Fate.
What? I already have two things already that have the word Fate in it. It's Fate and the Furious, and then the whatever Terminator movie had Fate in it.
Dark Fate?
The last one. Dark Fate, yeah. Well,
The Fate of the Fates.
I hate when anything has fate in the name.
Fate, apparently it's all
fateful
bad.
fates.
It's so basic.
Fate Stay Night.
Yeah. I was gonna call you out, but you know what? Fuck Fate fans. They're cringe and they're weird, and I don't want to talk about Fate ever. All right. More importantly, sadly, I can't believe I'm saying this. Sonic Colors Ultimate, remake of Sonic Colors, the only good modern Sonic game, got announced for September 7th, 2021.
I think it's the first time never mind.
There's also a new Sonic game that is coming out in 2022. The rumored name is Sonic Rangers.
What was that, Patty?
Well, I was about to say, because I thought that was over, but I was just saying that's the first time someone says more importantly before going to talk about Sonic.
Yeah.
However, comma.
Unless they're talking about the fan dub, in which case, big fan, Snapcube.
Take
All
your word
right.
for it.
It's
Uh,
there's not much to it. Literally, it's just like I don't even think was that official like art. Or is that
I think it was movie art. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
there was a trailer that literally just had Sonic running, and it said 2022. The rumored part is the name.
It could
which
be
is
the
like,
movie.
That's what I'm saying. Like it could be Tails. Like
No,
it's
well,
not
here's the thing.
Sonic.
All the files that they got were called like Rangers, whatever. So
Oh yeah, they leaked their own
Fate
files.
of the
I remember.
Rangers.
yeah,
Okay.
Fate of the Rangers. Now to end off video game stuff, we got there's apparently going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy video game developed by Square Enix, and I'm very scared.
The Avengers.
Fate of the future.
Guardians of the
Mm,
Galaxy, Fate of the video game industry. Heard that?
Absolutely.
Fates of the Galaxy.
Fate of the Square Enix, because
Guardians of Fate.
if they
Guardians of
flop
the
this time,
Galaxy,
they
Fate of
actually will
Square
have to sell
Enix.
their fucking company. Like they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna like put this up, but not actually.
Yeah. Nope. Let's move on.
Yeah, not
Yeah, kind of trash.
yeah, really, I don't care.
I don't know how they
Uh,
got to that conclusion, but go ahead.
Yeah. Amazon bought MGM Studios for $8.45 billion this past week.
It's a lot of dollars.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
It's a lot of
Things
properties.
include. Yeah, what was I
Yeah.
gonna say? Was it
Everything.
Rocky, James Bond. That's all I know because Eric told me, but I forgot the rest.
I did too, but let's
Those are the big ones that I remember.
let's not
Yeah, let's
forget. What is
Let's
it?
do a really cool Google search.
No, we talked to Creative Rocky is part of the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
franchise. James Bond has a home now. That shit's been getting delayed for how long?
I mean, I feel
Realistically.
like it was gonna go to Amazon either way. Like
What?
the like when like aren't the Bond movies mostly on Amazon?
Maybe
Am I
like
tripping?
2 of them. I think
Oh, okay.
Skyfall just got on there recently
Oh,
because I said I was watching my first James Bond a couple months ago. I'd never seen them before. There was only like 2 of them on there. The first 2 of this franchise.
I've seen Skyfall and the good one. I don't remember what it's called.
Spectra.
Skyfall and the good one.
It's probably Spectre. Spectre.
The only James I care about is 007 because that game, right? Am I right, guys?
What, the Golden Gun one?
Fate of the Golden Gun.
Golden Eye.
Why? Why is this just the
Golden
meme
Gun.
now?
What do you mean?
Oh
You
my
just
God.
said it, Golden Gun.
Golden Eye.
It's a golden gun. What do you mean?
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, like
Technically.
what? I didn't say, oh yeah, golden guns, golden gun. No,
All right, you're not
like-
wrong. You're just stupid. Okay.
no.
So speaking of which, let's go on.
The
Aaron
Hobbit.
Taylor Johnson has been casted as Kraven the Hunter in
Boo.
Sully's solo movie.
Boo.
There's a lot of things
Boo.
wrong with
Boo
this.
man.
Mostly the solo movie part and Sony
Yeah.
being in the right next to each other.
Boo this
but,
man.
Yeah. Also, why Kraven?
Look, here's the thing. I don't mind Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's a fine actor. I haven't seen him in that many things to criticize him that
Tenet
much.
was great.
But not a Craven. He can bulk up, but I don't see him as a Craven. But also like the solo thing doesn't work. And also
Honestly-
if they're gonna throw him into the, Tom Holland stuff,
Morbius.
how are they gonna do it?
You know what we were talking about before this though? We were like, damn, you know what actually made a good solo like villain movie?
Oh
Mysterio, and that could
yeah.
have led into Far From Home.
Yeah.
Mysterio is actually interesting. Or at least they made him interesting. All right. So next in lightning round, I don't know how to say this name. I know we've said it before, but I forget, and I don't want to butcher it. So someone who knows how to say it.
I think what is it? Would be Denai Guerrera?
Denai Guerrera is set to reprise her role as oh my God.
Okoye.
Okoye. Okay. It's been a while, dude. I don't say
Ah,
these names.
Come
No,
on
it's
now.
okay.
I just listen to people say him.
I
Okoye
butcher the names.
in
You don't.
Disney Plus series. In a Disney Plus series, sorry.
Well, it's a Okoye origin story,
I mean,
or something. Right? The series is like she's like the main character.
yeah, it's her own.
It's her thing. I don't whatever if it's like. I think the first thing report. I think it was an origin story, but it's an Okoye show.
Okoye's a weird. Okay, she's a weird character to me because like, I know that she's important, but she's never felt as important as she should.
Well,
Does that
maybe
make
in
sense?
this show she'll get to be. That's what we can hope for.
Next And lightning round, Christopher Ronald McDonald joins Marvel's Secret Invasion in mysterious role.
Like it said
Did you
Ronald
add that in on
McDonald.
purpose?
Yes, I
Whose
did because
makes
I see
is
McDonald.
this?
I think of
Okay.
the big M.
Think of my man
Down the road.
Ronald. Shout out Ronnie.
Hashtag not sponsored. No. This guy was in the superhero movie, right, Eric?
With Drake Bell.
With Drake Bell. He played the Green Goblin-esque character.
Oh, I was
villain.
thinking more Doc Ock. I didn't see Green Goblin.
Oh,
but-
really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I thought it was
think
more
it's 'cause they had
Norman.
that one bank scene.
Oh. Well, no, they had like the turkey, the Thanksgiving shit.
Oh,
too.
yeah.
So
you're
is he
right.
gonna play that one scroll that like is gonna fuck everything up?
The Super
Like,
Scroll?
Yeah.
Most likely. No, not.
I don't think so. It could be a scroll because Secret Invasion, but it could also just be some senator because he looks.
It's
like
gonna
a
be
senator.
a scroll. He is. He's a businessman.
All right. Jack Schaefer, the head writer for WandaVision, signed a 3-year TV deal with Marvel and 20th Century Television.
Yay.
Yeah, good for him.
All right.
Her.
Her. I forget.
Good for her. Yeah,
Good
I
for
do
her.
too.
I'm sorry. As soon as you said her, the image of the documentary popped
Is that
in my
short for
head.
like? Is that like short for Jacqueline or something, or is she? Just
I
Jack?
don't know. It doesn't say.
Yeah, it is. It's short for
Jacqueline?
Jacqueline.
Okay,
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that makes sense.
I'm not spelling that
I
out.
apologize.
And last in lightning round, we got Jeremy Irvin has been
Mhm.
casted as Alan Scott in HBO Max's Green Lantern series.
They're casting literally everyone but Hal Jordan.
Yup, that's what the show is.
What's his face?
It's everybody but him. Great.
No.
Yeah,
Guy
why not?
Gardner, they casted. They're gonna cast Alan Scott, which is the first Green Lantern, technically.
What if we're gonna go back all the way
I'm
back?
so depressed. I hate
they
this
said
guy.
it's
I
from
hate him so much.
1950s all the way up until like now. It's gonna weird show.
Would you like to
Maybe-
explain, Patty?
I have a personal vendetta against this series because this guy was in the War Horse movie, and I hate him. I hate him. I want him to die. I'll explain it later, but like I hate this guy.
I need to know
Let me just
context.
look it up.
Yeah, me too. I need context.
So
End
basically,
End of lightning
right-
round. We can get context now.
All right, and so basically, in high school when I had the theater class, he would be out a lot, and every time he was out, he would make us watch this like it wasn't even about the movie War Horse, it was about the play War Horse. I saw that thing maybe 20 times, and so I just hate War Horse.
Wait, you just saw
Anyone
the
involved
same
with it.
documentary about it, like
Yeah, the same documentary, like over and over again.
it could even show you like different like plays.
No, it was the same.
Like,
way.
hey, it's the last showing of Rent this time. Like, oh,
No, well, it was only when he was like out.
yeah, that's what I'm
Only-
saying. Like, he couldn't just like be like, hey, I got Rent
I think it was.
here.
I literally think it was the only one he had, and he just didn't care enough. And I hate Warhorse.
Okay. All right. Moment over. So Tones, that's it for lightning round, correct?
That is in fact it for lightning round.
Okay. Skipping straight up news. We're heading into the topic of the week, which Patty already presented to
Mortal
us.
Kombat.
Time
Yeah,
to
and
piss off
if I
Patty.
If I could, I'd put the music on. Maybe in the video. I'm not sure. Let's see. I didn't really want to write synopsis because they're kind of similar, but we're gonna be kind of doing what we did with the Broly episode. Yeah. So we're kind of be doing it a little bit similar. To that kind of comparing them, seeing how they maybe line up, how they differ from each other, improvements, downgrading. You know, well, I guess we'll be the judge of that. Essentially, the story is because they're both very similar in the story. Okay, so basically, the bad guy has to win, has to win 10 battles or 10 tournaments in order to invade Earth. So far, they have won 9, and they have 1 tournament left, and this is where we pick up in the story. And this group of heroes, have to train and fight for the good of Earthrealm and to save the world. And yeah, they do. It's not a spoiler. I mean, like what?
I mean,
Like, come on, you think the bad guys are gonna win? Like, Jesus.
it's
Yeah,
the
in a
same
way.
dude in both movies, though.
it
Yeah,
is.
it's the same villain for
It's,
both movies.
Yeah.
Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
But I was gonna say it's spoiler, but like I mean the new Mortal Kombat movie is already off of Netflix. Off of my bad. HBO Max. It's been what, like 45 days on, 40 days, 30 days.
30,
Something like that.
25.
But that's essentially the story for both of them. I think the part where they differ
The main character.
is is how they go about world building, because it's very different.
Yeah.
Because I guess how they explain the tournament and how they explain the powers of the characters. It's not just, oh look, we're in this universe in the newer one. They kind of guide you through a different character, new character, which they're definitely gonna put him in a game. I never mentioned that, by the way, but they're definitely gonna add him into a game in the
There's
future.
gonna be DLC for 11 soon. Just watch, and then it'll be in games after that.
Probably. They've also rolled out a lot of DLC stuff already, so I don't know.
Yeah, they did that for Smash, and they're like, "Oh wait, but there's another pack. I still
Oh.
gotta work."
But maybe they might. I mean, they added Terminator and Rambo, so they could add another action hero.
Spawn.
And then him. They added Spawn already. Yeah. So it's the way they kind of go about it, about explaining the world. It's just a little bit different, because in the older one, it's just you kind of thrown into the universe. You're there. You kind of get a quick glance at like the three main characters and what their stories are, or kind of like what their motivations are. So if in the first one, and was it 95?
Mhm.
Yes.
We meet
95.
I want Tones to explain it, because he was laughing about it. Like at
Oh,
the
at the
very
beginning?
beginning. Yeah.
Oh god, what happened in the beginning?
It was
It was just fucking. It was the bad guy just like sucking the soul out of what's his face?
Kung
King's
Lao.
little
Or
brother.
no, his
yeah,
brother.
Kang's brother. And he's
Chan.
just you're next. And it's like I don't know, for something about his face, it's just like his facial expressions in some parts of the movie were just like it just looked dumb to me. So I was just laughing at them.
I feel like his acting, not necessarily overacting, but like it's
No, like his acting
That
is fine. It's just
overacting. Oh my god.
no, his acting was
Dude,
fine.
it's really
no,
good.
the problem was his facial expressions when he was just like standing there, like and like
Yeah, he
trying to
was,
look
like,
menacing.
Overacting his like facial expressions.
I
It was
will say
funny.
this actor has played Shang Tsung since then up until now.
See, I
Because-
told you.
He played him in the first movie. He was in that I don't know if you guys know about the web series that they did in like 2010, 2011. He played Shang Tsung, but like the older version, because he was already older at the time. And then he's Shang Tsung in the game. Yeah, the Mortal Kombat 11. He's both old and young in the game, because they can do that, I guess. So he's
Is that
been
what he
playing for a
wants?
long time.
So he does what he wants. He's a rebel.
I guess so.
He's a
yeah.
maverick.
So oh yeah, so that's how it starts. You know, Liu Kang. You see like that he's out for vengeance because his little brother was killed, which I don't think is part of the original story and like the like from like video games. I think he's just like a monk brought into the world, and he's the chosen one. But I don't think he had a brother, because in the movie he's a descendant of Kung Lao for some reason. I don't know why. So you know we open with that, and we also get a little bit of Johnny Cage being an action star with that real goofy fight sequence at the beginning.
An intentionally really bad fight scene.
Yeah, and I
Which
was
is funny
telling
because the unintentionally bad fight scenes came afterwards. And they look the same. It's
Yeah,
hilarious.
they came like 20 years later. It's crazy.
this
Got
this
him.
is so divisive. I love it. Okay. So we get to meet him, and he's like too cocky, and we also meet Sonya Blade, who's so like, I don't need your help, I can do this by myself kind of attitude. So these are the three.
Tell me about Kano.
protagonists.
Where is he? Why does he wear the fucking mask on his eye?
Why does he wear the eye thing that doesn't get used?
Why doesn't
That's
Kano
true.
get used?
So that's the
Answer, 'cause it doesn't matter.
so that's for the characters from this version. Someone else want to go on to explain the characters for the new one?
I mean, since
see,
we're
like-
gonna talk about the other ones, technically Jax was talked about in this one, as in
His
Sonya's
name
like,
was
"Hey Jax,
brought
where
up.
you at?" And then that's it.
Yeah.
Starting like that, hey, Jax was in the other one.
He was cool.
He isn't okay. Look, okay,
And
He
look.
more
is.
important.
He's in the first like
He's
5
in like
seconds.
yeah, he's there, and then and then she's like trying to contact him, and then it's over.
And he's gone.
Isn't he's there in that corridor, right? Is that I
No.
tripping?
When they're before they get on the boat, that's
Yeah,
him right there.
that's him.
before they
But
get
he's
on-
Okay.
not. But he's not in like the actual bulk of the movie.
Oh no,
No.
well he's not. He's not in the original either. In the original video game, he's in the second one. Wait, also he's in the second movie. Which God, the arms there look really bad. Let me look it up. But yeah,
again,
neglecting.
speaking of which,
Yeah,
Not that bad.
other movie, Jax. We got Sonya there too. Sonya is pretty much the same, except she like has Jax there. It's to actually like trust.
Jax is actually around.
Yeah. Jax is. I haven't played the actual games. My
Steve
only
Harvey.
experience with Mortal Kombat is these two movies. I'm gonna say that straight up right now. So he's just like army dude, who's like, yeah, main character, come with us.
I believe he's the commanding officer in the games and also in the new movie.
Yeah, he's in charge in the new movie, but in the original one, it's her.
I think
Which-
that's what. Yeah,
Which kind of makes sense because like they chose her as the main character.
that's what I didn't like about the new one. It was weird that Sonya's character in the new one. Like I felt like she was kind of just obsessed with the idea of Mortal Kombat and like oh she didn't get chosen, and it's kind of I don't know if I'm not sure if I liked that about it. I mean I guess the fucking dragon thing was taken away from her. Oh, but that's what Jax's arms look in the second movie.
Oh
Yo,
my
let me see how
god!
bad
Though-
these look.
That's not Sonya Blade either.
That's the
That's
second
another
movie.
actress.
This
Yeah.
is the second movie.
Yeah, this is the other actress. I think they replaced literally everyone except.
Oh, yeah,
We did
that's-
forget one
I
character from the original.
Goro?
Raiden, who's just Jesus.
Dude, Raiden is.
Raiden, who's a white guy.
I was gonna
he
say
just
that
looks
too.
like he looks like the stereotypical like what you'd see at like a church, just like
I don't
Jesus.
think so.
I honestly think this Raiden was like definitely the worst character. Like,
you know he voices him in Mortal Kombat 11, right?
No.
what?
He's
He
no, no, no.
does.
How?
Okay, let me explain.
credited
His,
for
his
that.
line
me-
delivery in this movie is so garbage.
Let me explain. There's DLC for movie versions of the characters. So Sonya Blade's in there, the movie Sonya Blade, movie Cage is there, and movie Raiden is there. He voices the movie version of Raiden.
Okay,
not
so it
the
doesn't
actual.
Okay,
No.
so I just saw him in the casting. That's
Yeah. Christopher Lambert.
That
I think
honestly
is his
makes a
name.
lot more sense.
And
Most
then
of
he
his lines, he had to like
He
redo
got
his like
recast as
voiceovers, right? Because it doesn't look like he
It is
says.
ADR, isn't it? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not
He-
tripping.
he
Most
never-
of it is.
He literally never looks like he's actually saying his lines, and it's disgusting because it's bad.
He I guess from a distance it kind of looks like Raiden, but like the new version in the new movie, I love way more than in the original.
Yeah.
Obviously the effects.
The
Better,
new
but-
Raiden literally looks like he was pulled out of the video game.
Yeah. Have you seen what he looks like in the second one?
I don't want to honestly. Just I don't.
Yo,
I do.
It's what's his
All right,
name
never
from
mind.
every
It's a different
basic
actor.
movie.
It's a different
yeah.
actor. Look
He,
at
like,
oh fuck.
They took his powers away. It's so weird. I
Yeah,
love him though
there's-
as an
there's a-
actor.
Is he the one on
Oh.
the right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
There's a better picture.
I thought he had a mustache
Oh,
for
It
a
looks like
second.
Pete Davidson.
That's
He looks
yeah,
so
it does.
sickly.
It's I forget his
Yeah,
name.
he really does look like Pete Davidson then. 'Cause Pete Davidson
like-
always looks like he's sick.
He looks like an older Pete Davidson. This is gonna be him in like
10 years.
yeah.
Did anybody else notice that they spelled Raiden with a Y in the subtitles?
Yes, they do.
No.
Okay.
Disgusting.
It's
did not.
because it's with an I. It's so weird. I didn't
It's like
realize it
there
until
are
I
just
saw it.
things with his movies that are not hard to get wrong, and they like try it as hard as possible to get them as wrong as possible.
Well, no, I think the game or the developer was involved with the first one, or at least briefly. Definitely not the second one. So I mean, yeah, that's like my favorite change about the new movie because it has the better Raiden. By the way, here's one of the flips. So that's Shao Kahn
Shao
in the
Kahn.
second movie. It's Raiden.
What the Shao Kahn's flip was kind of sus too.
Why did they just
Look at the
did
green
all
screen
of-
at the bottom. Look at the green screen at the end.
All right, you pay attention way too much.
Yeah, I do.
was Not me.
Like the green screen elements are so bad in the second one, but we're not talking about the
They're
second one.
bad in
We're-
the first one too.
They're not as bad,
They're
but they
really
are pretty
bad.
bad.
They're really
They're
bad.
really, yeah, they are. It has not aged. It's worse than Spawn's
No,
cape.
it hasn't aged well. No.
Spawn-
What do you
cape was
mean? This
hella
movie's
questionable.
aged flawlessly.
It's
It's
aged
aged with
absolutely
so
so
much
well.
grace.
This has
Something
to
is
be one
wrong
of
with
the
y'all.
worst aged movies that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Nah, you're just saying that because we're talking about it.
Bro, I
Yeah,
promise
not like,
you.
Not like the first Mortal Kombat had like cartoonish sound effects. That's crazy.
Literal
Yeah, no,
bowling pin
no,
sound
definitely
effects.
didn't.
Literal
Yeah,
bowling
and they
pin sound
added so
effects.
much depth and quality to this to my viewing experience.
I heard the bowling pins and I was like, I want to stop watching. I want.
Look
to
at that.
There
Look
was
at
a
that.
Power Ranger punch effect in the
Yeah, there
trailer.
was.
That
Yeah.
bothers me.
I was waiting for the diddle.
It's like when you kick two guys, they do not make the sounds of bowling pins.
That it do.
Can I get?
No.
Wait, I
Skulls
forgot
had
what
it
part
up.
that was. Was that Johnny Cage's
I
part
think
or something?
No, I think it was Liu Kang.
Oh.
I think it was when they were in the room where like Kano and Goro were, right? And they were fighting all of those dudes. I'm pretty sure Liu Kang like does like he jump kicks two dudes in the chest.
Speaking of
And-
Goro,
Goro,
sorry,
he
go ahead.
was absolutely disgusting.
He looks exactly the same to me. I'm not even gonna lie. He looks the exact same. Like
the build may be a little bit different.
it was a puppet in the first one. They might have
Oh,
used
yeah.
a puppet in the second one. I mean the new one too. But like I felt the same. It was
I don't know, I feel
basically
like
the same.
the like what I was telling everyone, like, or I think it was just Tones and Eric, the first one with the animatronic and the puppet, that was an effect that was like really difficult to pull off because I'm pretty sure it was like a dude played the
Yeah,
legs
that's what
and the upper body
looked
was
like.
the like the animatronic part. So like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, as
at the
disgusting
time-
as Goro was, at least it was practical.
Yeah, at least they didn't CG. Imagine CG.
I give them props
CGI-ing that.
for not trying to practice.
Honestly, I don't know why they didn't.
Reptile.
Reptile looks so good. Like I
Oh
don't
my
know.
Reptile.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too.
Oh my god,
No,
Reptile was my
wow.
favorite part of the whole movie.
I don't know. What is the deal with like them not being able to capture humanoid looking reptile properly? Because this happened twice. One in like the original one, with he just looks like a fucking the gecko from
Looks like a Flash
what's
thing, you know what I mean?
call it?
Oh,
like it's an Adobe Flash game right there.
I
Geico
thought you
Gecko.
meant the Flash show.
Oh my god, he looks like
Oh
something and I
my
don't know what it is. Oh my god, I forget.
Probably a chameleon from like a science video you'd see in like elementary school from like the 90s.
No, he looks like Gex. That's what he looks like.
Gex.
from the N64 game.
I
Gex.
know what you mean. Yeah, he looks exactly like that. Holy shit.
Wait, how do
Hold
you
on.
wait? Is it
Just exactly how you spell
Gex.
it.
No, it's
G-E-X.
G-E-X. Gex.
Yeah, he does look like Gex. Yeah,
That's so
He
funny.
But Gex is so much cooler because look at his gun.
Look how cocky he is.
Wait, that's not a gun. Wait, that's a remote. I thought that was a gun.
yeah, that is a remote.
Gex. Yo,
Um,
look at this man. Look at this absolute unit.
Gex.
Fucking Gex as the reptile in Mortal Kombat. What a breakout role.
Oh my god.
Bro.
Gex.
Yeah, it's-
I'm so glad that I remembered Gex.
hate that so much.
Oh my god.
let me see what else. Oh yeah, in the new one, they do have a version of the reptile
I don't
species.
think it's yeah.
It's
I was
not
gonna say,
him.
I think
It's
it's
not
a
him.
species.
I mean, I like. It's weird because I like the second reptile, the newer one, but it's not reptile. You know,
Look at that.
that's
Why
reptile.
is that so hard to recreate? I don't understand.
know. It's like the reptile that they have. It's a really like
It's just a standy uppy lizard.
yeah, but it's a nice looking one. You know what I mean?
Oh, it's good.
It's
yeah, it looks
a good monster, but it's not the right one. You
It's
know?
just it's fucking the lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man 1.
Yeah,
That's
it's
it.
just it's a really cool looking lizard.
Well, are there
That's-
any
that-
versions of Reptile that just look like that?
No, Like,
Not really.
I don't think so.
No, that
No,
first
no.
picture is what Reptile should be, but that's just not
Right.
what they have. For whatever reason, they just didn't do that. I don't know.
Like the first, like this is the most you'll see like more reptilian looking with the humanoid body, which is from like the first game or the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what you
They
got. Was
all
just
look this like him, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion. Literally,
I think
all
they
look
might be
It's
the
probably
s-
the same guy.
The
I'm
same
not gonna
costume.
lie.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think it's just the same costume.
guy.
I do too.
No,
it's
it's the
just
same
different
guy.
colors.
It's literally
like,
it's the same costume, same guy,
Yeah.
same everything.
Yeah.
They just
well,
painted it.
I don't know.
Like
the
Nah,
costume
it's
was a
definitely
green
like that.
screen.
like the mask was pretty good. Like
Oh god, I was so dude. The first
that's
time,
horrible too. I want to talk about Scorpion in a second too. Go ahead, Patty. What were you gonna say?
the thing when Scorpion that he has coming out of his hand, right? Where
The
Oh, that was terrible.
yeah, Scorpion. The first time you see it and they like turn the camera around and you see how much they struggled to get that thing. Like it is so bad. It's so terrible. I'm surprised they even got it to turn.
You know, I know. I'm pretty sure everyone here knows that's not how it actually is. It's just a spear
No.
that comes out.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
like an animal.
Which did better in the
From a dope-
2021
from a-
one.
Yeah,
I don't even think it like comes like I don't think his
No,
hand
it's
doesn't
in
like
none of the
split
games.
open like that, right?
Kunai
No.
chain. It's a normal kunai
It's just
chain.
like it's just yeah, but just on his arm.
Yo, why they literally could have just been like, "Hey, Yu-Gi-Oh, we're gonna use the trap card. We're gonna use the little trap card called Kunai with chain, and then we win. That's all.
Yeah, so literally it's like
Listen to
it
Joey
comes
Wheeler
out of
for
his
once. That's all you
sleeve,
needed.
Not
Joey
like,
Wheeler was out at the time. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. It's bad.
I think they try to come like fully go into the concept of like Scorpion literally born from hell is summoning
Yeah.
stuff out of his hand, but like
Yeah.
it doesn't
It's
work
like
well.
it's honestly it kind of reminds me of like which Spider-Man was it that just was able to make webs?
Oh, the first
Tobey
one.
Maguire one.
Yeah, that.
That's what I thought of too immediately. Like it's just kind of.
It's the same
Oh
sort
wait,
of
look,
thing.
hold on! I just found the GIF. Oh god.
I
Like
gotta
how,
delete
no,
that.
no,
I
no,
gotta
look how
delete
it,
that.
no, look how it like how the skin snaps back into place.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed. It's
Flaps.
just supposed to like come out of like the
His like from under his arm.
under his
right?
arm. Yeah, get over
Not
it.
that's what it's
out of his
supposed to be.
palm.
I mean, this one was in his sleeve. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
that
that
makes
makes
a little more
sense.
sense.
To.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like even though it's
Bro,
that
like,
chain
I'm
did
so-
not
like-
wrap like that.
So I want to
The
talk
new
about.
Scorpion and Sub
I
Zero
wanna talk
are
about
just so much
Scorpion.
more metal.
Yeah,
well, they
So-
gave
So
him
much
more.
better.
they gave us something to do because in the first one they were just bad
They
guys
killed them
chasing him
off.
around. Yeah,
All three of them.
Oh yeah, Reptile. I forgot.
All three of them killed them
All
off
three of
first
them.
like 30 minutes. I was like, wow.
They really just smacked aside
Like-
Sub Zero and Scorpion. Jesus.
I think-
Jeez.
Do people have an issue with Scorpion in the new one? Like, yes, he's
Kinda.
better. He's better in this new one. But
Just because he was not there the whole movie.
he was
and
not
stuff
there.
Like that.
It wasn't
they,
used.
They advertised him
Yeah.
a lot, but they didn't
Yeah.
use him.
Well, I think
think-
they're advertising Sub Zero more than they were Scorpion, but like people assumed Scorpion because of their rivalry.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
I-
it was
but I
just-
think- From what I think I'm seeing right now with the sequel, it looks like Scorpion's gonna be getting a bigger play. I don't know how, or like how they're gonna work that in.
I mean, so is
um,
Sub Zero.
Oh yeah, because Sub-Zero can return in a
Yeah,
different way.
well,
Yeah.
well, in
They
the
can all-
original, when I say the '95 one, Sub Zero came back, but it was his brother, so he was a good guy. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
So it's-
always. Oh my god.
I
So do you want to explain that? Because
So I was looking at Scorpion gifs on Discord, and I found one from 1995 Scorpion of a cat just crawling out of his hand.
Yeah. It's like the Scorpion Johnny Cage fight in the woods where it's
Oh
like
my god, that's so good. I'm
when his
keeping
palm
that.
opens up and just a cat crawls out. It's just like, oh, okay.
It's like, okay.
I think Scorpion and
That's
Sub-Zero
great.
look
Oh,
amazing.
so
Oh
good.
yeah,
in this new one.
they
Like
put a lot of detail to make.
I
them
can't
different.
lie. Yeah, they Because I remember like one of the Mortal Kombat games. I think Mortal Kombat 9. They literally made Scorpion's like mask a scorpion shape, and it's like, well, hold on. He got his name afterwards. How is he getting this whole Scorpion like inspiration before, and everything like that? But like I think the way they did the texture for the movie, like it
I
felt
love his armor.
like there was more going on. There was definitely like more texturing that they did. Spikes.
It's like actual armor.
Look at the difference. Yeah, look at the difference from the 95 to that. Look at that.
Yeah, he went from like they like cut up like a gym mat.
Oh my god!
Like even
to giving him actual like ninja
armor. Like he goes from like a gym mat on his chest to actual like samurai armor.
Yeah, I really like the 95 one more.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I like the traditional gi he's wearing.
I like the traditional
format. It really absorbs the blows better.
The blow.
I mean, it's what it's meant for, so I don't know why you guys are complaining.
I won't lie. What bothers me the most is that he has a cap on. I don't know why.
What?
I mean, that is the way he looks in the game, but
The hood,
good. The hood looks way better.
Cap. It looks like a ball cap, but he's not wearing a wig.
If you're willing to take creative like liberties, why don't you make that one?
Yeah, and the mask texture. Look at this. I just realized this is a nice.
I mean,
mask
all
too.
their masks are different.
Like,
I think that's the one part.
It's not exactly. It's not like a one mold
it's like my
or anything
character
like that.
mask. Jeez.
That's literally the only way to tell. There's like the two ways to tell the three of them apart.
Color and mask.
Color and mask. That's it.
If you're colorblind, just look at the mask.
There you go. Look at the difference. Obviously, the color changed, but look at that.
I love Sub-Zero's compared
But
to
it's like, look at this
Yeah.
one. Like he's still got like that same kind of weird like cap thing going on, but like there's
But it
actual
works.
texture to it. There's detail to it. So it's just like, oh, okay, it works. It's like it wasn't hard to do the things that the 95 movie did wrong, right? Which is just really depressing.
I look at like his armor compare like the difference.
It
You know
looks
what I mean?
chainmail looking too.
Yeah, it's very
Actually,
different.
You know, we talk about whenever we talk about costume texture, I feel like Man of Steel always comes up. That looks like the Man of Steel.
Yeah, it does. Because that was one of the greatest textures of all time.
Yeah. But like character, we'll answer this right now. Characters. Who had the better characters? As
This
a whole?
one,
The new one?
the new one, yeah,
To be
2020.
fair, you
I
haven't
would
brought
say
up
the new
the
one.
you haven't brought up the
Oh, the villains
also-
today.
No, like the brand new character that
It's on site.
You
Oh,
brought
that's
up that he
right.
might be in the
That's
game.
right.
They didn't really bring him up.
Cole. My bad. I'm sorry.
cringe.
See, I'm not saying
Don't even lie.
it's just not me forgetting him because I literally
I mean,
brought him
I
up. I just
forget. him.
Okay.
I
so
think he's weak.
I
I don't
agree,
think he
but
brings anything. I don't think he brings anything.
Yes and
special.
no.
I agree, but I want to talk like where like he like his origin is
Excels.
just a little bit.
Oh.
It's like, you know, he's just a kickboxer kind of guy. Gets paid
Kinda crap.
under the table. Yeah, kind of bad. Like he won like the first match like what?
No, he
10 years
lost
ago?
the first.
No,
his
10 years
first
ago?
match.
I think when he started, he was really good. And then he like where we pick up with the story, he's like fallen off. He's washed
Yeah.
up.
He's getting paid $20 or some shit like that. I don't know, like $100,
fight?
200. Yeah, to like fall
Yeah.
or whatever. Well, not intentionally. It just happens. So he loses the first match. He's all beaten up and shit. Yeah, and then we see that he has this is my only issue, I guess, with the whole new lore from the movies. This is the whole like dragon mark tattoo thing. I think it's just kind of weird. Like it's like
Destiny.
It was unnecessary, but like I don't mind.
But here's the thing. I don't know if it's because of my already pre-existing knowledge of Mortal Kombat that I'm like, it's
I would say
so
I would say
unnecessary.
I would say it is because like
I feel like
I didn't have like pretty much I hadn't seen the first movie, the 95 one before this one. I saw the
But have you played the
2021 one.
games?
I played one of them. I think I played
Trilogy?
10.
Oh, okay.
That one.
That was recent.
Yeah, that's
That was-
pretty recent enough.
I think that was
It's a different
played
story,
that
but
one. That's the only time I
Uh,
really played Mortal Kombat. but I don't really care that much. But
I mean, I played them. Carlos, it's mostly Carlos that I've played it with because my mom didn't allow me to play Mortal Kombat. I remember my uncle sent me. I think I may have told this story before, but my uncle sent my brother and I a game system, and he sent us like the Mortal Kombat trilogy. And we played it, and my mom was like, "What is this? What are you guys doing?" And like either it was taken away, or we just kind of, stopped playing for a little bit. But like I've mostly grown up, not as much as Carlos, but I've mostly grown up with that. So maybe think that's my bias towards it. Like I think it's just too much and too unnecessary. With Cole, however, I think my issue is that he is kind of weak because it doesn't feel like there's no main character. Because in the first one, the main character is Liu Kang, right?
yeah,
Is Cole technically supposed to be the main character?
yeah. I get what you're saying about like Cole. He is,
To be fair, he
honestly-
has the most growth out of anybody in that
Yes,
movie.
yeah.
Which is like, you don't need to make a main character, especially since, well, as we know, he signed on for more movies, so there's growth to be had. He doesn't need to get busted right off the bat. So I think I don't agree with that. I just don't think his character just didn't interest me. Like, I would just rather watch Scorpion on the screen
Yeah.
than him.
So you mean
And
basically
I get the whole legacy and bloodline, but like Scorpion, they just made Scorpion be this fucking badass motherfucker.
fire demon samurai.
Like, he's just so cool. Like, okay, there's two. I think the fight scenes in the new one were like mid. Besides like the first one with Sub-Zero and Scorpion, and the last one with Sub-Zero and Scorpion.
I would say, like, I think we can get into this later, but like the biggest difference between like, or at least like what I see the two strong suits between the two movies is that 1995 had better martial arts.
It had martial arts.
It had martial arts. To be fair, yeah, it had martial arts, whereas this one had better like powers.
Effects.
Like
Yeah,
the
it had
actual
effects.
powers that people
Yeah.
have.
Oh, yeah, okay.
'Cause,
And
like,
money
Because like,
And money.
yeah,
You know, that's literally what it had the money to do the effects.
to back it
Yeah.
up. Right, okay.
So it
Yeah,
just comes
I see
down
what you
to
mean.
like, do you like martial arts more, or do you like the effects and all the powers and whatnot more? Because I like the powers more because I think they're way more metal. You know, my man, Kung Lao, fucking drifting a chick into
Amazing
Oh
fatality.
my
to the
god.
No, that was good.
that.
Yeah.
That was
Yo.
unbelievable.
That is probably the best one. But we can bring it up later because it's
Yeah, that's just
No, I want to say it one more time. He Captain America her. That's all I ever want Captain America to do, and he did it.
God bless.
Well, I was gonna say something about Cole. You said something. Oh, I didn't like his armor
I didn't get it.
addition. I think I think I brought this up afterwards. If he had just got like maybe like a little bit of his skin was like it was glowing a little bit, or maybe it was
Got some
the
iron,
effect
yeah,
was
on him.
maybe translucent. It wasn't actually metal going onto him. It was just his body. That would have been fine. I just think it looks kind of goofy with like
Yeah, the
I
I think
armor
I know. I
plating
think the problem is that it's not like a full body armor yet, and I think they're
Yeah.
gonna evolve to that. But right now, it just looks incomplete because that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's incomplete.
yeah.
I think
But
they're
I mean,
gonna make him
I-
into Scorpion eventually.
I think the point of it is because like
no, I
they
get the
really-
point
they
of
didn't-
it.
They didn't do a good job, like I don't know, like explaining,
down
like, what
foundation
his,
for what's to come.
The point of his power, because like I feel like it was because like as a fighter, right? He got beat up and he lost pretty much every
It's
fight.
the
And that's,
fucking
like, the point of
Daredevil
his-
effect, dude.
Yeah, it's like it's the point of his armor is like he gets beat up so much. Now let's let him turn that back
It's
around.
a revenge factor, as we would say in the
Yeah.
fighting game community.
Yeah, but it just doesn't.
It
Doesn't
just the
look
armor
It
great.
doesn't
to me
translate to
Yeah.
cinema well.
It looks
Dang,
too goofy.
Yeah,
I think, like I said, just if it was just like a little bit of a glow, and it was just him without a shirt on, just a bit of a glow, and it's like, okay, that
yeah. It was
That
like,
looks
like
good.
He gets hit and he gets like because like
you see the little bit of the
armor glowed,
absorbing.
right?
Yeah, if you see that
So if
absorbing,
you just remove the armor and it's just like his chest, he just sees like his chest start glowing bright orange.
yeah.
Then he'll be like, oh,
Oh yeah, exactly
well,
that.
that's new.
Yeah. Because
I do like his like whatever the hell those like
we've
stick
talked
things
about
are called.
Tonfus.
Yeah, those.
Pretty sure called Tonfus.
I also like how it
those.
looks.
I like those.
I
I'm
think
a fan.
it's a very unique weapon to give to especially a main character, because there's only one other series that I've seen give a main character that, and it's Suikoden 2, and nobody knows what Suikoden 2 is besides me.
That's actually what Eric's on. It's just the two dudes and like
it's Goro. That's what they used. That's so tough.
The suits so that way they can do Goro. It's literally just one guy on his knees.
It's so tough. That's exactly what this scene is right there. Like that's. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's all. That's just my issue with Cole. Other than like the whole, I guess what Tones is talking about, like not really being super interesting.
He had a family.
I mean, I feel like he was
that
already.
was his
I was
character.
so upset. Why didn't they kill the family?
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
I want that
Mr.
answer
Dark.
right now.
You can't talk for the rest of the episode because that's
Okay.
yeah. He has at least 4 more movies. They can kill him in the next one. Patty, relax.
I'm hoping. Because that'll give him some good development. You know what I mean?
You're not wrong.
Just we're gone.
God.
Okay. All right. Well.
Anyways.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. I guess we figured
Other
out the characters.
There's still
No.
more we
There's
could
another
talk
one.
about.
I think there's another.
I want to talk about
the
Kano.
villain. Oh, that too. We'll talk
I
about
hate-
Kano.
I-
We'll talk about Shang Tsung.
I hate the Kano in 1995.
He
He's
was
them
terrible.
both.
He was.
No,
I think they're both trash.
I think
terrible
he's
in this one. In 95.
He's so much worse in 95. He might not be
Yeah.
good in 2021, but he's like 10 times worse. Why does he even have the thing on his eye? What's the point?
I mean, that
Why
I'm
is it
pretty sure
there?
that's just a game thing.
He just smacked out his face. He doesn't even have.
he doesn't even use
He's
it
so
at all,
fucking
right?
rude in this. No, he doesn't use it.
He's
Yeah,
rude.
he's-
in both.
He's so fucking no, but he's extra rude in this new one. I feel.
I like
yeah,
that,
because-
honestly.
Yeah, because him and
He's
Sonya
sassy.
have a past. That's the thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It's made apparent that they have a past, and then Kano kind of just appears in the other one.
Oh no, in the first
Well,
one.
In the
The
first
first
one,
one, it's just
they
like-
have them,
they have
but like
beef.
there's nothing there to it.
partner, and then it's just like I'm gonna murder him, and that's it. And it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, it's basically the same thing in the second one, but like I just like the second Kano better.
I do too. He
Yeah,
got
I
way
don't
more.
mind.
He was like one of the supporting character, one of the better supporting characters.
Yeah.
He was there from for most of the
Yeah,
beginning
like
part.
more
And I
than
like how,
Jax.
like, at the beginning, he was like on the good guy's side, and then he like actually got his powers, and he was like, "Wait a minute,
Time to
Yeah.
turn.
and all of you, I'm gonna go over there because they're
It's-
cooler, and they want to kill you."
I mean, it's super predictable that he's gonna do that. I feel, but
I just like
I
that
li-
it
I like the
was
way he-
done. You know,
yeah, I like the way he gets his laser thing, because when he explains like, "Oh fuck, like is that my thing?"
fucking laser high.
Yeah. But like the entire time they're just calling him what was the thing they were basically like they were bullying him. I don't know
No,
what
they were calling
talking-
him weak and saying
yeah,
you're
yeah, they were-
nobody and like you're not gonna be able to do
I'll
this.
fucking
And
Kano.
yeah, he was like, I'm one of the most wanted people in the world. Give me
I'm the
a fucking shrimp pasty or whatever he said. And then,
I think it was an egg roll.
yeah,
Yo, he was
yeah.
so racist too. Like
Yo.
fucking hell, dude.
I mean,
That-
Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. It's gonna
That
sound
guy
really
just
bad.
is, you know.
Yeah, no,
However-
you're
I
Dang, you really cut this?
loved all of that about him because it just made the character like
More hateable,
more hateable,
More-
which is good.
because that's what he's meant. He was meant to be a character you
He
hated.
was meant to be
when he got his
hated, and they
comeuppance,
did-
dude.
I agree with that. I think it makes sense for him to be that big of a piece of shit.
Because that's like the whole point of his character is be this unbelievably massive piece of garbage, and he was a really mediocre piece of trash in the original.
yeah, in the
In this
the
one, he was
original,
like prime garbage,
he
absolute
got
worst of the
choked out.
worst.
No, he has
Oh my
fucking neck
God.
snap by your thighs. What do you
Oh
mean?
my god, what a way to go!
Wish it was me.
I was
Hey.
gonna say, I'm
Oh my
just jealous
God.
of him at this point.
I stopped myself because I knew. yeah.
Why?
I was like, yeah, Patty, finish my sentences.
Okay, so let's move on to the Shang Tsung.
Like the original better. Way better.
I do too, and I don't know what it is.
He's more of a presence.
He's more involved.
I would say, other than the weird, overacted facial expressions,
is mine.
just really throw you off. I think he was better in 95. I liked when you always knew, like, whenever he like did like the weird pointing with like two fingers, you knew something was about to go down. That man
because he was cueing them to come in and fight.
But he did it like all the time, like throughout like the entire movie. He would just point with two fingers and you'd just be like, all right, I know something's happening.
He was I felt like he was more of a threat. In the 2021 one, like I was like, you got long hair like mine and it's nice. Like I don't
was less of a threat. I feel like in the 1995 it was more about Shang Tsung.
I've seen those
but
already.
In 2021 it was more about like all the other, like, his fighters.
Yeah. He did it once. Your soul is mine once. And I was like, not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. And he didn't even do it well. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
that reminds me when fucking
your soul's mine.
Liu Kang went flawless victory at the end, and we're like, it wasn't flawless.
You're reaching.
Yeah, exactly what I thought.
Flawless.
I don't know about that.
We both looked at him like, you're reaching. Absolutely not.
You're really gonna say flawless?
No, I won't say that though. It looks so much better in the new one.
Oh yeah, if you add those effects,
better. Yeah,
you add those effects to the original, dude. It's gonna look really nice, especially for him because of the soul part. I didn't like the undead face, but I don't know how else to. Maybe they didn't know what other way they could do it.
What do you mean? Like the way he's like veiny?
Yeah, like the undead, like zombie look, or like the more skeleton face. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I know what you mean.
I think maybe because they didn't know how to do it properly.
I don't know. There was parts too in the 2021 where his eyes would turn black and then they wouldn't be black, and I don't know if it was like because he was in Outworld or because he was on Earth or he was mad or he was just talking. Like it was real weird. It would alternate real weird.
I don't know what the explanation for that is.
They didn't have one.
Yeah,
that's what like I just it wasn't for me. Don't get me wrong, he has more potential, you know what I mean, because they pace themselves really well in the newer one to grow, I guess.
Yeah, so definitely the original for me.
Yeah.
All right, we can move on to best combat, which the more like the action sequences. We briefly talked about it. Patty brought up the difference between the original and the new one.
Do you like martial arts or do you like pretty colors?
Pretty colors. I knew you were gonna say it.
I like pretty colors. I'm not gonna lie. I like pretty colors.
I don't know. I really do like the action in the.
I think
in the
especially
in the
you
first
can
one,
see it a lot in the fight that Liu Kang has with his first Mortal Kombat, like his first fight there. When they're fighting with the poles.
Was the
you know what really grinded my gears? You know, like the martial arts.
What's up, Peter Griffin?
Was great, but I hated the amount of slow mo that was used.
But it's of its time period.
Yeah, 90s. You gotta think about that. I think we were watching it,
and then all the cuts.
And
Jesus Christ,
who was it? Tony or Lenny or somebody said it reminds him of Blade. I was like,
no, it's me.
I see it. Yeah, I was like, I see the blade. And
they overused it though. It was just like every other punch or kick was just slow mode down.
Yeah,
I swear to God, that movie could have been an hour and 20 with half of the slow mo taken out.
It's like a Zack Snyder movie, slow mo everywhere.
Disgusting. Well, no,
Zack Snyder directed.
They're just
Mortal
slow.
Kombat.
Yeah, I'd watch it.
Yeah, me too.
It'd be dark. It'd be dark.
I'm trying to watch 3 hours.
It's supposed to be dark. But it's probably gonna look.
Don't give them ideas. It's Warner Brothers.
What kind of comment with I just registered? It'd be dark. It's Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's supposed to be dark. That's
Not
why
be
I
too
said
dark. It'd be all gray. Everything would
the
be
color
gray.
palette.
Yup, everything would be gray. All I see is
a
gray.
black and white movie. Like Zack Snyder movies 20 years from now, they're just black and white.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We're going back. We're going back in time.
Yeah.
So I think you're right, Tones. And if we're gonna like give some props to the newer movie, the Scorpion and Sub-Zero fights, both of them are really
I think
good.
they're better than anything in the first one, but as overall, I like the first the 95 one more.
Is it because of the powers? We barely get power stuff.
I think it's the chain combat for me.
Okay.
I just really like how Scorpion fights, and that it just translated really well in that movie.
Yeah, and I really like the usage of ice. So
It reminded me of that. You remember when they released that trailer?
Yeah.
What was that? 10?
Yeah,
I think
that's
10.
animation from
Yeah, yo, they went in with that first
like
release
that
trailer.
fucking that when he froze the blood and he made
And
a
then
spear.
stabbed them with it.
Yo, that,
It's like
he got the
Oh
wall
my
too.
God.
He got his ice wall in there as well.
It just
Carlos was like not complaining about it, but he was talking about how they changed the "get over here" line.
yeah.
What do you guys?
He said it was kind of weak. I think
Yeah, but the second one was weak or the first one?
the second one. I thought.
The second one is
I mean,
it's a pretty
fine.
weak get over here.
Like,
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of an issue. I feel like if they were gonna do like a homage, they would have used the voice line from the video game.
yeah,
Yeah.
you already took so much from the video game. You gotta like at your point make it your own. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And not just do fan service. You gotta like
No,
actually.
honestly, I
Okay.
disagree. If you're making a
Okay.
video game movie, you just because
just
here's the
go off
thing.
the game.
So I watch anime, and the problem is they do that. They don't just steal from the fucking source material, and then it becomes a problem because it becomes bad.
Well,
So just,
look, if
if it's there, just take it.
Yeah,
they're
but in
going
this version,
if they're going
I'm not-
far off with using coal and shit like that.
Cool, and
That's
that's
what-
what tattoos.
That's what
I'm saying. But I'm
No,
saying
the
that's
tattoos
not-
were in
I'm
the
saying-
first one,
I already
too.
said that's not necessary.
Is it?
If you're making a Mortal
Eric?
Kombat movie, just make a Mortal Kombat movie. Don't make a whole universe. I don't
No,
want to
no,
get
I
into this
agree-
because
I
that's a
agree
whole
with you, no.
that's a whole other discussion.
I agree with you. I
But-
know what you mean.
I think if you're making a video game movie, you're making it to please the audience of the video game first.
No,
mean,
I don't disagree, but I think
they're
the way
making it for money.
I'm saying,
Come on.
like, yeah, the way they're
and
doing
to do
it,
that
like,
is
Yeah.
to please the audience of the viewer base that you already know is interested in it.
all right. So well, I guess we'll move on to best fatality.
We already know what the best
Oh, wow.
fatality was. We already talked about it. Yeah, let's not even joke about it.
No, because I wanted to bring up.
He just Tokyo drifted her into the goddamn.
There's nothing.
Hat.
Is there? What
There
is
is
it in
one.
the
There's a
first one?
scorpion one in the first
No,
one.
in the.
Yeah.
That's it, right? With the
That's
skull.
it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Oh
Which
wait,
is-
hold on.
The
You
blood
just
looks
reminded
so
me
bad.
that-
It's so good.
You just reminded me of that.
It's
You
like
know how
not
in
even- yeah, it's just disgusting.
You know how in that one, like after he dies or he explodes, like a autograph of Johnny
yeah,
Cage
he
just falls
leaves
out.
an autographed picture.
I
So-
like that.
So
No,
yeah, is that
I
is
like
that
it.
his? Yeah, was that scorpions? That's what I thought.
That's
Or
what
that's
I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say. It looks like he just died because of, and then like, but you've come to find out that he's the biggest like Johnny
He's
Cage
the
fan.
biggest Johnny Cage fan. He's been watching all his movies in the afterlife. Just
It's really
He's like,
it's really funny because
fake Johnny. I love you.
I love your fighting. No, I remember I was watching a like a retrospective review type of thing, and they brought that up. I'm like, oh my god, it is you exact. I had to rewind because it looked exactly like he dropped it.
it really does.
For viewers, I'll see if I can put something up there. Let's see. I guess that is the best fatality than the Kung Lao, because like it's the most accurate one, I think, and the most
Yeah,
gruesome
I
and
would say.
bloodiest. I can't like there's no way they could have made this anything but rated R, and I'm glad they didn't go any other route.
I mean, if
let's
you
see.
saw this movie was being made and saw it as PG-13, that would have
No
just
one
been
would
the
see
red
it.
flag
No
right
one-
there.
Yeah,
red
that would
flag.
exactly. I don't know if there's any other ones except the scorpion at the end. No. There's a scorpion at the end, where he does
Jax.
the skull. Jax's
Jax
claw
was
ring.
pretty. That was pretty metal.
Kano's pulling of the heart from one of the reptile
Yeah.
species,
Mm-hmm.
and does the Sub-Zero frozen hand thing
Yeah,
on
I
Jax
think the
count?
arm one counted
That
for
I
Jax.
mean, I'm pretty sure that's And actually, I wouldn't know. I'm
That's
even gonna say
not. I
that.
don't think that's a fatality from the games.
I think it
necessarily.
was, but I think it was considered one.
You know what? I don't think it's one of the original ones. I think it's one of the more 3D modern ones.
I feel like I've seen one where it's just him like freezing somebody's arms.
Yeah, and then beating them with it. I think that's what. Hold on, let me find.
Wait.
I think it's from Mortal Kombat 9.
I mean,
but
it kind of does look like the 95 one, the suit for the second one. I see it. He beat him with his own. Oh, gee.
That
Yeah,
one was pretty metal.
dude. I think this is what Carlos was talking about too. Like, there's a level where like even movies can't really reach how
Yeah.
gruesome.
It depends what the context is. Like, they can't just
Yeah.
outright. You know
No,
what I mean,
exactly.
do
Yeah.
certain stuff.
So I think the way they handled the fatalities in the new one was really, really good. Maybe not as gruesome as the games, but they still handled it really well. I think better than the first one. All right, we can move on to the last bit. A question that we'll run down the. Should we run down to the list?
Why
With
not?
the last question. All right.
Yeah, it's just easier.
Okay, I guess I'll go first.
Dan, which one
Yeah.
is better in your opinion?
Okay. Well,
And why are you right?
Ultimately, really, really like the first one, or the original one, the 95 one, simply because I think the story, it just drops you into the new universe, and it fills you in as you go on. So is it a wacky? Is it Is it like, yeah, okay, yes, it's wacky. It's the 90s. It's not completely perfect, but I feel like it's the better of the two. VFX, special effects, all of that definitely needs some work. But
No,
like,
they're
I
perfect.
think,
A
I think
lot of
one
it needs a lot of work.
one of my favorite moments of this, I'm not gonna lie, was when you got the whole Liu Kang at the end with the Mortal Kombat theme song, like him hyping himself up. That was one of my favorite moments. I know it's cheesy, but I really like that.
No, the best moment was when Liu Kang was curb stopping Reptile.
Yo.
You saw it.
That was actually, you know what,
in
that was really
Reptile's
funny.
POV.
And he just
God.
accidentally spawns in human reptile. It's just like, bro, what?
That is
And then-
that is weird.
And then just despawns human reptile. It's like, what's happening here? What's going on?
Perfection.
No,
But yeah, I think
it's a dumpster fire.
Cinema at its peak.
other than like my bias, I've watched it more times. It's not that I hate the second one. I just think the first one's a bit up there than the second one. Yeah, but that's it for me. So let me see who's next. Lenny.
Oh no.
Leonard. I keep saying that.
Oh no.
Okay. I will say my opinion is not going to be the greatest because I haven't seen the newest one, and it's been literal years since I've seen the 95 one. But watching clips of both of them and inferring as much as I can, part of me really wants to say 95, just sheerly through like what I remember compared to like what I've seen from the clips of the 21 version.
I feel like I don't know what it is. I feel like it's definitely not, but I feel like the first one you can watch as a kid. Or at least when you're young, you're like, oh, look at this movie. The first one's a little more
Yeah,
there's
gruesome.
there's not a lot of gore.
No.
Because it's all
Yeah.
just like martial arts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
and the
yeah.
martial
Even-
arts is good. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
Even with,
watching,
like-
because Eric just sent, or sorry, Dan just sent the Liu Kang and Shang Tsung fight,
I love that scene so much.
and it's a good fight. Like, it's just a good fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, is it
arts
over?
are
Is it
the-
dramatic? Like, yeah, of course.
Oh
it
yeah,
is over
takes
dramatic.
itself really
but-
seriously. Also, I really like this version of Liu Kang. I didn't mention that. I like it way more than the new one.
Yo, I'm kind of a Liu Kang shimp. I'm not gonna lie.
He's no Broly, but he'll do.
He's not Broly, but like bicycle kicks and flaming punches.
He
I
kind
mean-
of did that at the end of this movie, right? The
He did it with
punch?
Reptile. Oh, sorry, no, I thought you meant the bicycle kick.
No. He did a little bit of that when he knocks him down into the spikes. He did that. His like fist was glowing a little bit. He got iron
Oh,
get.
okay.
I have no clue.
I think that's it was barely glowing. Whatever. It's okay.
yeah,
So 95?
I would say 95.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Speaking of
Alright.
perhaps, Patty, go ahead.
So Jesus. Yeah, I have to say it's the newer one. I mean, God, I'm someone who like I really don't like care about source material that much when it comes to like a movie adaptation. And like the first one, if you don't really know anything about Mortal Kombat, I feel like you're going to be really confused because like, I mean, Dan, you've said a couple times, it just straight up drops you into the world. Whereas,
Like if
You
I
know,
say the
then-
name Outworld and Earthrealm and shit, like you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
yeah, because like when they're on the boat, Raiden spelled with a Y, who's a
Let
white
me
guy
try
for
the
some
boat.
reason. It's just like, yes, the Outworld and the Earthrealm and Mortal Kombat and the tournaments. And it's just like, if you don't know what that is, you're going to be really confused. Whereas the second one, it maybe, or the newer one, maybe doesn't do it the best way. They at least try. And I appreciate that. Also, the newer one actually looks good and doesn't make me want to turn the movie off because Jesus Christ, the 1995 one is butt ugly. It's god awful. Everything
I
is
feel
so
like you
bad.
might. I really want to do a. Now that we're doing kind of this comparison shit, I kind of want to do a Ninja Turtles 90s version and the new.
I want to
new
do
one?
so many new episodes after doing this episode because
Comparison?
I've had so many ideas, and
'Cause
I
I feel
forgot
like
half
Patty's
of
answer is
them.
gonna be the same shit. He's like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't like Michael Bay. However, Kava.
Patty
However,
likes to think that he's Megamind, but he's actually like, he's pretty just like, oh, pretty colors.
hey, pretty colors are, they're for
Or a
the
dime a dozen.
intellectual. But I feel like the 1995 one, it's just, man, it didn't age well at all. It's so bad. Like,
No, it didn't age
other-
well. It
other-
aged perfectly.
Other than the martial arts is like the only good thing about it.
I
And the
forgot
fact
Liu
that
King
it's
has a
like-
mullet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's disgusting.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
no, that's
that,
great.
but I didn't know. I wasn't sure.
Like, it's got good martial arts.
And he gets grabbed by the hair a lot.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Really.
Katana's
Special
Hispanic in
effects
this.
are bad.
Oh my
The
god.
dialogue's pretty bad. Sound effects are terrible.
Yeah, it's definitely because I watched this as a kid that I really like it.
No, Dan, it's not.
No, I mean for me specifically.
Yeah, literally all the all the effects are trash.
Don't worry, I want to
Literally
blow your
everything.
mind with what I'm going to say after hearing
Okay.
this
Why do I have to go?
because you're
I
next
think
in
you're
line.
next.
Is you
Am I?
next?
Yeah.
How did that
You would have been
work?
first. You would have been.
So if you see, look over the Discord.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I wasn't.
Oh, well,
All right.
Patty, do you got anything else to add? Or are you good? Fuck the first one. All right.
Yeah, fuck the first one.
No, I knew exactly what you were gonna say something like that.
You ready?
Yeah. What's up?
You sure?
I can.
All
I'm
right.
good.
So
Eric, which one did you like more?
I don't know. I can't pick.
I like Mortal Kombat 2,
No,
Electric
no, no, no.
Boogaloo.
So-
Yeah, I like the second
No,
one.
I got you.
Annihilation from
I got you.
1997.
Yes,
Yes.
97. No, actually, I like the Legacy one, the cartoon one, that Scorpion's Legacy. I watched that recently.
I
That
like
was really good.
the
I
web
like
series.
the 2021 better.
Mm.
So like,
Oh man.
other than Shang Tsung, because like 95 obviously had the better overacting one. I knew a lot of these actors and the newer one and actresses. It was real weird.
Really?
So yeah, I know Ludi Lin. He was in Power Rangers, the one that played Liu Kang.
Yeah.
Hanzo Scorpion. Jeez, I almost
Hanzo
said his
Hasashi.
name. I know him because he was in Army of the Dead. He was in
The Wolverine.
Endgame. He was in Wolverine.
Yeah.
He was in a lot of stuff. It's weird that I do know all of them.
The
Damn.
Raiden, also played by one of the. He was in Thor. He's one of the Warriors 3.
yeah,
I
he was the
think.
Warriors 3. He was the
Fucking
one, I know
Jax.
Makad Brooks from Supergirl.
Yeah.
Jax. Steve
Joe.
Harvey.
What is his name? Salem.
Fan with
Salem. Taslim. Whatever his name is. I know him from Fast and the
Ooh.
Furious. The one who played Sub-Zero.
Oh, yeah.
Fast and the Furious. Star Trek.
Oh, yeah, that guy. The guy who played Cole, I definitely recognize him.
I do
He's-
too. I just don't know what from.
Oh, I know what.
The
As
dude
soon
that-
as I saw his face, he's in Iron Fist and in Deadpool too.
Okay, the dude that played Kano, I know him from something. I just don't know what from. He's been around for a while.
Yeah,
He just don't
it
look
seems-
familiar. I guess because he has the beard.
He also does seem familiar.
Yeah, that's about it. But
Melina might be new. I'm not sure.
I think she was.
Hmm.
She was a newcomer.
You basically recognize a
not
lot
them.
of these.
Yeah, I
these
recognize
actors.
a lot, but I just like the way, it actually went with having like one main character instead of trying to balance three. Because 95 tried to balance Sonya, Johnny, and Liu Kang all at the same time, when that's like vastly different stories. And then they brought in Katana to balance that, and then they're trying to do Shao Kahn all at the same time. So it's kind of hard to follow everyone. And then once you get into 2021, you follow Cole, and then it like leaks to his story, just following everyone, where he comes in and it's Sonya, and then you learn about her, and then you learn about. It's more simplistic, I guess.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure. Like, I think that's what it was going to be from the beginning, because they were going to introduce this new character.
Yeah, and then they also had like Sub-Zero and Scorpion as technically background main characters, which it's all based around
Supporting?
them too. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, I want to say background. I don't even want to say supporting. Background main characters, where they intended them to be front runners, but it wasn't that. It was about Cole. It's like, no, we're gonna promote the hell out of y'all, but no, it's about him, which I guess is okay. And I'm just excited for a sequel to this that actually like where we get more characters.
Yeah, because they could introduce like some more obscure. Well, I mean, some of the villains were obscure in the new one. Like they had
Rico.
Montaro, I think, right? Or is that the big one was he had an axe, right?
Was it
Some
Rico?
shit.
Rico?
Yeah. Because Montaro's the fucking the half animal one.
Yeah, I
They
don't know
could
that.
they could introduce the also like the Tiger Goro dude. I forgot his name.
The Taigo Goro. I think you're thinking of like
No,
the
let me
other game that's not
No,
Mortal
no,
Kombat.
it's not. That's I know what you're thinking.
You know what
It's
I'm talking about? What is it? It's
Tekken.
Is it? It is Tekken. You're thinking about Tekken,
That's
aren't
not.
you?
No, I'm not.
Nah,
I
you-
tried it.
You're thinking about Tekken. Imagine,
It's like a tiger version of him,
Dan.
of like a Goro type.
Dan, you're thinking about Tekken.
No, I'll
Alright.
find it later. It's
Alright.
not Tekken.
Liar.
Oh yeah, they can introduce people like obviously with Sub-Zero, he died, quote unquote. They can bring him back
spoilers.
as new Cybot.
Spoilers.
I already said this. Shut up.
Ah,
I guess you guys know who Rain is.
yeah, all the ninja
Yeah.
people.
He's the purple ninja one. Purple Rain.
The purple one.
This is who Dan was talking about.
Kintaro, that's his name. Yeah. Fuck, that's not who I'm thinking of.
Ugh. What the hell? You.
Dan was thinking
He's-
about Tekken. Mortal
Texan?
Kombat video. Yeah.
Texans.
You're about
I
to
was
say that
reading
shit.
something. I was reading something. Shut up.
This is what I'm thinking of. He's just a tiger version. And obviously in the second one, the first one they had Johnny Cage. The second one they're going to introduce Johnny Cage, or the new one.
Yes, sir.
So, in a way, I do agree with you saying like there wasn't too much going on, but I do like the fact that like there was the three main ones, because you kind of get a little bit of each.
I mean, they like gave up
They-
on that though. Like they just gave up on Johnny and Sonya because it just became.
Oh,
Liu
by the
Kang
end
at
it was Liu Kang, yeah. But I think, I mean, for Sonya, she kind of was like, oh, I love him now with
It's like,
Johnny
oh,
Cage.
you've been a piece of garbage to me the whole time. Let's have sex.
Yeah,
But
Sorry,
with, but with
okay.
Johnny Cage, it was a little bit like, okay, he learned to be selfless,
I
right?
mean,
Something like that.
he like died in the next movie, like right off the
he
rip.
really did.
Yeah.
Right off the rip. Just-
That's so funny.
I was like,
Uh,
yo, like what? That was what?
It-
And short hair
I
rated watch.
kind of want us to watch the second one.
I'm gonna
like-
watch a second.
Yeah, I mean, there's. I understand what you mean.
Oh, and the pacing. The pacing
Oh,
for
yep,
this 2021 one, I like because they didn't rush into it. Warner Brothers didn't pull a DC and just like do 16 spin-off movies off of one fucking movie franchise. They just sat there and said, okay, do your thing. And this was all pre-tournament. Tournament hasn't even happened yet. So they still like could invade like over, you know what I mean? Like the next two movies, you don't know what's going to happen.
Well, no. They won this one. This is what I was trying to say though. This
wasn't a tournament at all. In 2021, it wasn't the tournament.
2021 was a tournament.
No, it wasn't. It was Shang-Tsung invading before the tournament, so he wouldn't have any warriors. That was Sub-Zero's plot.
Eric's right.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
Yes, I know I am. But the hell? But that's why I like the pacing so much of this movie, because they knew that they were going to go slow and get greenlit for other sequels, even though they haven't gotten other sequels
they
announced
haven't said anything,
yet.
right?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, Shiva can also be in the next one.
Oh, what's her name's mom? I mean, so can Katana. The same girl can play Katana.
Exactly.
Because
I had the same shit in my head too. I was like, exactly that. Jade, fucking the sorcerer. I forgot his name.
Shang-Tsung.
No.
Oh, Quan Chi.
Quan Chi.
Bro, I've never played any of these games in like
That's
years.
so
I don't
funny.
know. So I watched a video on the background, like way before we decided on this video, on the background of Mortal Kombat, because I like needed to know things, and
I think since since the new movie came out, I've been
interested.
I've been so like I want to get the game again on PlayStation or my PC, whichever one I can get.
This timeline is crazy.
It's so confusing. I understand why they're doing this this differently. I get it. I think we're taking a lot of time on you.
Yeah, because y'all like talking when I talk. But go ahead.
Sorry.
In short, the 2021 one is a better movie. But the 95 one is perfection. So
Fire.
So here's Patty said something that I thought was really fucking dumb. So you said you don't care about fights in a thing, right? This is a game. This is a movie based off of a fighting game. The fights are the most important part. You're translating a fighting game, which has a story, don't get me wrong, into a movie. Of course, it has to have martial arts. That's what the whole fucking thing is about.
I said I didn't care about the source material.
I'm just saying that like when you're like making that, you have to still remember. I don't care if you don't care about the source material. You have to pay respect to it. And I think 95 pays more respect than the new one.
Yeah, but that's only if you care about paying respect. But like, I don't give a shit. Fuck them.
Like 95 just had like overall just had like more consistently like entertaining fight scenes for me. I mean, I will admit that 2021 had like the best fighting scenes, but that was like the beginning and the end of the movie. I was like, oh, I'm paying attention now, and then the rest of the time I slept. Like
yeah, it's like in the middle. It's a little bit.
It gets really slow because it just becomes a gauntlet. I didn't like the gauntlet. Like it seemed really just like they're like, oh wait, we have an idea. Now we can just make it really convenient all of a sudden. It's like I just didn't like how
gauntlet?
They had the gauntlet of just fighting all the guys where they're just like, hey, we're gonna teleport them to the arena and we're gonna fight because we can do that now because they've jumped us, but we're gonna jump them. Ooh, it took us
also,
what, like a week to figure that out? Yeah,
right.
Technically, yeah.
Okay, I wasn't tripping.
It's just also I just don't like the fact that they're forcing a fucking whole fucking cinematic universe with this shit. So
I mean, look,
we've got enough.
Not really.
Don't start
exactly what Eric
did
said.
they greenlit three movies in total or 5?
No, they didn't greenlit anything.
Dude signed up for 5 if this one did good.
If this one, well, yeah. And we don't know if it still has done or not.
It's happening. Good.
I mean, you're at least getting like one sequel, but I don't think we're getting a whole extended universe here.
I'd be okay with
Scorpion spinoff, Sub-Zero spinoff.
I mean,
they can do that Sub-Zero game from the fucking 90s as well. That origin story.
But I don't think that that's gonna make enough money, and I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't see like
WB's
the
in
universe
right
happening. I see a few movies being made, and like that's
maybe like 3.
Yeah,
maybe.
I think one can be forced, and that's what I don't like.
It could be forced, but I don't think they're going to. It just doesn't make sense to me for them to do it.
I mean, it's a hot, what's it called?
Property?
Yeah, like people wanted this movie, and I haven't seen any like negative
Not even from, I'm gonna be honest, not
y'all.
even from Carlos, and he's a really big.
I think he
Mortal Kombat
liked
fan.
The movie isn't
Yeah,
bad.
he liked the
I'm
second
not, I'm
one.
not gonna say that the movie isn't bad. It's just like it wasn't special to me. It was just like
And I get both.
I just felt like I was watching a movie and I was like, okay, you're entertaining,
It was
but
better than Captain Marvel. So
yeah,
On God.
it's a better airplane movie.
I do want to end it with like which version of the song's better, the 95 or 2021.
Yeah,
Oh really? Okay, I thought you liked
can I
the
listen to
2021.
2021?
I mean,
the 95 one's just so much more iconic.
It was
Yeah.
literally like it was just the game music, right? Like it just they
Yeah.
didn't even like try to make it. They just pulled it from the game.
I don't think so.
Either way, when I think of Mortal Kombat music, I think of the one from '95.
I ain't gonna lie, this one got some bass in it though. I like that.
Oh shit! Which
the
one? The second one?
2021 one,
Yeah.
it got bass at around like
Oh,
25.
yeah,
The bass kicked
Yeah.
in for me.
God, I made myself laugh. I'm gonna make myself laugh while I'm editing this. As soon as I hear myself saying, "I don't think so."
Nah, there was a
Okay,
lot
wait,
more.
never mind. I
words.
think I'm with Eric. I think I like the 2021.
Yeah, I
better.
know. I
bass
knew you were
too
gonna
hits
like it, though.
different.
It's just like okay. It's like
And
an
then you hear
EDM
test
remix.
your might, and that's it.
It's like an EDM remix of the original one. So, okay.
Hey, I feel like I'm at the Jersey Shore, just fist pumping all over the place. That's what I feel.
God.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, none of these, like I don't think it came. The song came from the games.
They made it. They just used the words.
Yeah,
That shit.
they used the words from the games, but they made it for the movie, the '95 one. I
Yeah.
think the '95's more iconic to
Upon further
Oh.
review, I definitely like the 2021 better.
me.
Yeah, me too. I think the first one's just a little faster, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. I still like the
No,
second
I think
one.
the 2021's a little faster. Well, anyways, we'll close off the episode, right? We're done. We're good.
Ah ha ha ha.
2021 got me acting up.
But I think overall,
Go to
if you
Jersey.
haven't seen,
Ooh.
actually no, if you have seen, because spoiler at this point,
Oh,
let
come
us know
on.
which one you like more, or if you like both of them equally, both of them.
I think we should get Migos on a remix. Mama! Fatality! I'm for it.
Stop.
Oh my god.
I'm for
okay, it. Close it out. I want to be out of here. Eric.
I gotta close it out. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, I
huge
gotta
job.
close it out. Oh, God.
Good
So
job.
this is the first time I've done this in a while. So yeah, thank you for listening. Let us know what you think about tonight's episode.
Where
And
can
as
they do
always,
that?
we're available wherever you get your podcast from. Spotify, iTunes podcast, the internet's. Just type literally Nerds Be Like Pod on the internet, and I swear to God, you get a link for anything.
You'll find the merch stuff first.
You'll
but
find
you'll
everything.
find everything in there.
Everything. We have a YouTube, and Patty, what do we do to the YouTubes?
Oh, like the video, like all the videos, every single one of them. Subscribe, and then what do I say about the bell
Oh
this
my
time?
God. This is the old.
Wait, do you actually forget? Or are you pausing?
No,
for
He's
effect?
thinking.
I'm trying to think of something
new
new.
one.
You
No,
know,
think of a new thing.
like there are things that I would say, but they're just like
Execute.
Oh
bring
God.
God's wrath upon the notification bell.
Let's get you over here in our Discord. Please, I just want
We're
to talk
here.
to somebody. I just want, I'm here. Like, it's only my 31st day out here, but I'm trying to talk to somebody. You know what I mean? Like, these people, I'm tired of talking to these 5 people right here, like,
Oh.
including Brandon. I want to talk to y'all, the consumers. You know what I mean?
With that being said,
The
we're now
fan
we're opening up
base.
applications.
You know?
We're down a podcast member. I'm
Yo.
leaving.
Yo. All right. Anyways, follow us on all social media at Nerds Be Like Pod. Instagram, me. Twitter, Patty.
Please.
TikTok, Gross. Brandon. Facebook, Dan.
Fuck it out.
MySpace, non-existent. Let's do it. Let's do it.
That's kind of-
And if you're kind of weird, and you're like, don't like social media, not weird, but like, everyone has an email. Email us at nerdsbelikePod@gmail.com. All right. Also, the most important part of this.
Amen.
Leave a 5-star review on iTunes. We want to hear Patty get up close and personal on the mic.
You want me to
ASMR.
whisper in your ear.
We want to hear it. We want to hear all that. We want him to do it. We want him to do it. All right.
I want to do it.
So gross. Anyways, now back to the closing statements. Go to the links wherever you're listening to. We have links. Go to our merch. Buy our merch. We have t-shirts, hoodies. I'm assuming we have socks. I don't know why. I just thought of socks. We have tank tops.
I think that is there, but I have to upload separately.
We have
You got socks,
skateboards,
pants,
which
stuff there.
I want to clarify. I found out we had skateboards, and I
got
told everybody
suits.
because I was looking through it one day because no one does that because antisocial. But I was looking. You could buy a skateboard, or you could buy just the deck for the skateboard, which is really weird. I don't know why. You can buy art where you can hang on your wall. You can buy
Art that you
I'm
can hang
assuming
in
they
your
have a
car.
toothbrush. Buy a toothbrush. If you want a hat,
No shot. You
let
can buy a
me
toothbrush.
know. Let me know if you
Where's
want a
our
hat.
merch link?
I
Where's our
want
merch
to
link? I'm
invest. I'm
going
just
there.
kidding, Patty. Stop.
Okay. Dude, I get
There's
one.
no way. There's no way you can buy a toothbrush. Phone cases, other things, sweatbands, but no hats. I feel like there is sweatbands.
I think so.
Yeah, it's weird, but no hats. You hear me? We need to reorganize. All right, next. We have links to support all kinds of things too. You look through them, you see what you want to support, and you support it. Monies.
All right, everyone, for the links now we have in the description down below, we have ways you guys can support Palestine as well as supporting Colombia. I think there should be just donations on that. The other two we have ways to support the Asian American community and the African American communities. Again, resources down there as well. And lastly, we have the coronavirus donations. Donate to that. Donate to all the things we just mentioned up top. Just any amount would be great. Just like Brandon says, just $1. That's okay. It's all appreciated to wherever it's going to.
Preview for the next episode. What are we doing next episode?
I don't even know.
Dan,
That's a
take
good
me out.
question.
So next up, we're gonna be discussing another show that most of us have watched.
I'll give you a hint. Can I give the hint? Can I give the hint?
Sure,
Can I
go
give the
ahead.
hint?
Even though you asked, me,
Think,
go ahead.
Mark. Think. Bet. Next.
It basically came out at a time where we were during anime, but like we thought we really liked the show, so we want to like bring it up even now, give it like a little bit of time and come back to it kind of thing. So yeah, come back for that. We're really excited to talk about it. And so yeah, we'll catch you guys for that. And peace. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Hell yeah.
I think that went really well.